Good morning, students. Today I'm going to do Class 10 Civics, Chapter 3, Part 1, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. These chapters are quite important for Class 10 people. That's why I am dealing only civics portion first. So over here you are going to learn many things about Prime Minister, his appointments, formation of Council of Minister, its tenure, function, administrative, legislative, financial, emergency, everything very in detail. As the Constitution of India provides power to the Council of Ministers with the Prime Minister at the head, his function is to aid and advise the President. President needs to act in accordance with this advice, whatever function he does. President may also refuse, but Council of Ministers has to reconsider their advice. As our government is a parliamentary form of government, President is just a nominal head of the state. Council of State Ministers, headed by Prime Minister, is the most powerful institution in the Indian polity. That means the Prime Minister is the head of the organized society, civil organization. Now the very next thing is, what is the process of appointment of Prime Minister? How can you appoint a Prime Minister to run the government, to run the country? So there are certain procedure for this. It has to be carried out. Prime Minister is appointed by President. President cannot be arbitrarily for this process. To act arbitrarily means President do not have a random choice to appoint a Prime Minister. We cannot use autocratic manner for appointing a Prime Minister. President invites leader of the majority party or group in the Lok Sabha to form the government. Leader of the party is appointed as the Prime Minister. President finds some option when no single party secures an absolute majority. So he has got all the solution for appointing a Prime Minister. Council of Ministers, under Article 75 of the Constitution, it's been stated that Prime Minister shall be appointed by the President through agreement. By convention, the President has to accept the choice of the Prime Minister in the matter of appointment and dismissal of ministers. Members of Parliament are appointed as ministers in case a non-member of Parliament is appointed. In certain case like this, minister must be elected or nominated to the Parliament within 6 months. 6 months is your keyword, from the date of which appointment. If suppose that person fails to get nominated or elected within the given time period of 6 months, he has to get resigned from the post of a minister. This process is done if any non-member is appointed as a minister. Next one is Council of Ministers. They are classified into 3 different categories. Now this is quite important for all the students because it might come in your objective type of questions also. So the 3 classification of Council of Ministers are Cabinet Ministers, Ministers of State, and last one is Deputy Minister. They have their individual functions. So we are going to learn about this in short. Before 1979, the Constitution did not refer to the word cabinet. It referred only to Council of Ministers. But due to 44th Amendment Act that took place, President should not issue any proclamation of national emergency unless decision of the Union Cabinet that comprised of Prime Minister and other ministers of cabinet rank, that it has to be communicated to him in writing. After this, the distinction between the cabinet and the council of ministers has become evident. Now the first category of minister is cabinet ministers. They are the most important members of the council of ministers. They hold important portfolios like home, defense, finance, external affairs, railway, etc. Second one is ministers of state. They are the second category of ministers. They may or may not hold an independent charge of any portfolio. Deputy ministers. They are the third category of ministers who assist the cabinet ministers and the Council of Ministers. They are junior ministers and are placed under senior ministers, whom they have to assist. The Council of Ministers comprise the Prime Minister and a number of other ministers appointed by the President on the advice of the Prime Minister.